Good morning, I'm Brad Smith, and we're coming to you from the Nasdaq MarketSite in Times Square. Today we have the great privilege of speaking with a very special guest, a member of the 2016 USA Olympic track and field team, a wonderful person who's certainly overcome the odds to reach her goals, and internationally, she's known as Tori with the gold flair. Joining us today, we have Tori Bowie, gold medal winner on the women's 4x100 meter relay team, silver medalist on the women's 100 meter race, and bronze medalist on the women's 200 meter race. Tori, welcome to Nasdaq.
Thank you so much.
How was the experience this year at the Olympics?
Well, you know, the experience was absolutely amazing. I feel like it was everything that I dreamed of.
Now, even ahead of the Olympics,
Right.
You believe this would be one of the best teams to really show in the Olympics. Why did you think that?
I mean, I just feel like we would have one of the best teams simply because I just know what I've been competing against, you know, the entire year. So I just knew we were going to do an amazing job. Everyone is extremely talented.
Absolutely, and it exemplified and showed and shined bright on the track out there. So congratulations again on all of your achievements and the team's achievements as well. Early beginnings of your track stardom go back to Pisgah High School because it was a basketball requirement to be on the track team. What can you tell us about that?
Right. So, I mean, that story just simply tell you that it was just mandatory for me to participate in track and field. You know, like I've always said, like my first love was basketball, and unfortunately, like the school we didn't have enough people to actually make like a basketball team and a track team separately. So my basketball coach just basically made it mandatory for us.
Okay. Do you still play basketball? We got to know.
Well, you know, I wish I could, but I just try to avoid it. You know, I'm not trying to get injured right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That makes total sense, and we appreciate that too.
Right.
Now, you say track saved your life. Why is that, and how so?
I mean, I just feel like track saved my life simply because I feel like I was heading in the wrong direction.
Okay.
May not look like it, but I just feel like I was, in the drug game and just hanging around the wrong people and was making terrible decisions, and it just eventually got to the point that I just wanted to do something different with my life.
Absolutely. And following the Olympics, you actually shared your childhood story and the adversity you've overcome as a former foster child as well.
Right.
What message would you like to give to that next generation who may be going through something similar? Words of encouragement, perhaps.
I've just always wanted to just let the youth know, or whoever is listening, know that we should never set limits for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like we can accomplish anything, whatever we want to accomplish is always possible. So we should just never set limits for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Just believe.
And just believe, and we see a lot of those posts on your Twitter page as well, which is quite impressive. I would say it's rivaling DJ Khaled for most inspirational posts out there. What is it about your social presence that is so exciting, and perhaps being able to connect with those fans that are out there for you?
Well, honestly, I didn't know that I was actually. I was just like tweeting what was on my heart, so what was on my mind. So
very motivational, though.
Yeah, but I didn't actually know what I was doing. I was just sharing what I was thinking at the moment.
It just goes to show how many people you're out there touching without even knowing it as well.
Yeah.
And you've partnered with Adidas as well, a brand that historically has had the tagline "Impossible is nothing."
Oh yeah.
And it's certainly a great tagline, and you're now featured in multiple videos with Adidas, the Find Your Focus, or Find Focus and Speed Takes campaigns. What can you tell us about those campaigns, and what's it like working with an international brand like that?
I mean, I think you said it all. I mean, Adidas is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. And I mean, they've been extremely supportive, throughout each campaign and throughout everything, ever since we've been, a part of Adidas. So,
Sure.
I mean, just the logo itself, "Impossible is nothing," says so much about Adidas.
So much.
So much.
And I remember growing up, I actually had their Impossible is Nothing
Yeah.
poster with Muhammad Ali. I don't know if you remember this one, but way back in the day, had it hanging above my bed. And it's something to look at, wake up to every morning, and just look at that and kind of get a newfound sense of drive every morning when you wake up and go out the door and really get ready to tackle all the world is going to throw at you. So great to see you partnering with a brand as awesome as Adidas as well. Lastly, looking towards 2020, what do you do to start getting in preparation mode for that and perhaps that next set of Olympics and securing some new hardware?
Well, I hope it's part of the Lord's will for me to be there in 2020.
Absolutely.
But, you know, right now is just, you know, getting prepared for next summer. We have World Championships next summer in London.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So right now it's all about resting and starting to get prepared for that one.
Certainly.
Right.
Now, just before we wrap, we have a large audience of millennial viewers, the next generation, who may be striving to get a gold medal like yourself one day. What piece of advice would you give to that next generation of ambitious athletes?
I would probably just simply say that, you know, if it sure won't happen on our time, it would not happen on our time, and not the way that we expect it to happen. But, you know, through it all, just, you know, just be persistent. Absolutely. Be persistent and be patient. So.
Be persistent, be patient. Great words of wisdom to leave our viewers with. Tori, it's been a pleasure to have you here at Nasdaq this morning. And thanks for stopping by. And certainly feel free to come back anytime. I'll challenge you to a game of basketball. How about that?
we can shoot around.
Because I know I'm not winning on the track. So there goes that. Thank you for watching today's discussion. Coming up next, live on Facebook from the Nasdaq MarketSite is Jill Malandrino, markets reporter for Voice of America, starting soon. So stay tuned to your Facebook feed from the Nasdaq MarketSite in Times Square. I'm Brad Smith.